Children, welcome to another session of Science Class 4. Today we will understand Lesson 11 and will solve exercise of Lesson 11. This lesson will help you to define and understand relationship between force, work and energy, and to describe types of machine and examples of machine in everyday life. So let's understand relationship between force, work and energy. To do any kind of work, we have to apply force. And to apply force, we need energy. So it shows that work, force and energy are related and dependent on each other. So we can say that work is done when we possess the energy to apply force. Now let's understand what is force. Force is a push or a pull acting on an object. So, force is used not only to move an object but also to stop it. And force is used to change the direction and position of an object. Even it can be used to increase or decrease the speed of moving object. So, a pull or a push acting on an object is called force. So we can move object or change their shape by applying force. So as you know, force may cause an object to stop or start or to change its position or direction of motion. Even to increase or decrease its speed or to change the shape of the object. In nature, there are two types of forces that are acting all the time, namely gravity and friction. So let's understand gravitational force and frictional force in detail. Now let's understand what is gravity. Gravity is the force with which objects are pulled downwards towards the center of the earth. For example, what happens when we throw a ball up into the air? Yes, it first rises up, then seems to stop, and then falls to the ground. But why does it fall down? Why doesn't it keep going upward? So, this is because of the force of gravity. The force that pulls objects downwards towards the center of the earth is called gravity. So, when you throw a ball up, you throw it with a lots of force, even more than the force of gravity. So it rises up, and as the ball moves up, when it loses this force, and then gravity pulls it down. Similarly, leaves and ripe fruits always fall on the ground due to the force of gravity, unless they are plucked. Now let's understand what is friction. So, friction is a force exerted when two surfaces are in contact with each other. So, friction acts on all the moving objects, but the direction of the force of friction is always opposite to the direction of movement of the object. So, we need this force of friction in our actions like to walk, run, play or for any other task. But if there was no friction, we would not be able to walk, play, run, or doing any such activities. So, anything that started to move would never stop without friction. So, force of friction is very important and it depends upon the surface of the moving object, and generally rough surfaces like stone road or the carpeted floor has more friction as compared to smooth floor. Suppose when a bottle top is pushed across a table, it stops after moving a certain distance. It stops because of friction, and the force that is present when two objects are in contact with each other and opposes the motion of one object across another is called friction. So, as a result, the moving object either slows down or stops moving. And if there is no friction, anything that starts moving will never stop. So, force of friction is essential and necessary. However, if there is too much friction, nothing will move. So, in general, material with smooth surface, for example glass or ice, cause less friction than materials with a rough surface, for example carpet. Now let's understand what is work in science. Work is used to describe a lot of activities in everyday life. But in science, however, the word work has a very specific meaning. Like work is said to be done only when the force applied on an object causes it to move through a distance and in direction of the force. However, work is also said to be done when the force applied on the object causes a change in the shape or size of the object. Like suppose when you kick a ball, you are applying force and that causes it to move. And this is considered as work because force is being applied to the football to make it move. So activities such as reading, sleeping and thinking are not considered as work in science. And this is because no force is being applied in these cases and no object is being moved. So hence work is said to be done when a constant force is applied to an object which causes the object to move in the same direction as the force is applied. Now let's understand about machines. When a task is difficult to do with our hands, what do we use? Yes, we use tools which are called machines. And a simple machine is a tool that makes our task or work easier and faster with the use of less force. So let's understand about all the machines in detail. First is lever. So a lever is a simple machine that is made up of rod resting at a point around which it turns. So it is used to lift or move heavy weights and cut things or open the lid of a tin. Even a pair of scissors is an example of lever. So when we use a spoon handle to open the lid of a tin, the spoon acts as a lever. So spoon is also example of lever. Now let's understand another simple machine, pulley. So it is a simple machine that has a groove wheel and a rope running between the grooves of the wheel, and it is used to lift heavy object attached to one end of the rope. Now let's understand about another simple machine, wheel and axle. Can you think of things that have wheels? Yes, almost all vehicles have wheels, and these vehicles have a rod connected to them, and this rod is called the axle. So the axle moves the wheel, and moving heavy objects becomes easier with the help of wheel and axle. Now let's understand about another simple machine, which is inclined plane. An inclined plane is a sloping surface that is used to push or pull heavy objects to a certain height, and a simple smooth board placed at an angle can be used as an inclined plane. You must have seen heavy cartons being loaded into a truck by pushing them up an inclined board. Even screw and wedges are two types of inclined plane. So let's understand what is screw. A screw is actually an inclined plane, means thread, which is wrapped around a cylinder that has sharp pointed end, as you can see in the picture. Screws are turned with the help of screwdriver, and as they rotate, they also move forward. So they help to attach things to each other. Now let's understand what is wedge. So it has at least one inclined plane ending in a sharp edge, and this sharp edge helps to cut things. A good example is an axe with which we cut wood. Now let's understand about energy and its sources. So energy is the ability to do work. We need energy to do everything, right from basic activities such as walking, reading and talking, even to difficult tasks such as lifting, carrying and climbing. So energy exists in various forms such as chemical, mechanical, heat, light, electrical, magnetic and sound. Even we can change energy from one form to another. So let's understand about sources of energy. The energy which is trapped from any system is called a source of energy. So sun is the ultimate source of almost all energy, and earth receives energy from the sun is in the form of heat and light. So let's see some of the main sources from where we get energy. So the energy that we get from the sun is called solar energy, and it is in the form of heat and light. Even we depend on plants for this process. Thus we can say that all living things, plants, animals, human beings are depend on solar energy directly or indirectly for their energy need. Even the main source of all energy on earth is the sun. The energy that we get from the sun is called solar energy. So plants use solar energy to make their own food with the help of their leaves. And food has energy stored in the chemical form. So we get heat and light energy from the sun. So solar energy can also be used to generate electricity. So these are some uses of solar energy. Now let's understand about water energy. Moving water, like any moving substance, has energy, and many natural processes like weathering of rocks and pebble formation are due to moving water. So we use this energy of moving water even to produce electricity. So moving water also has a lot of energy in it, and this energy is called hydro energy. So to use this energy, we build dams, and these dams allowed the water to fall from a height onto turbine with great force, and then turbine move and help produce electrical energy. Now let's understand wind energy. Wind is the movement of air around us. So wind also has energy, and the energy of the blowing wind is called wind energy. So the energy is due to movement of substances, and so the energy associated is the kinetic energy. So moving air is called wind, and any object that is moving has energy in it. So energy of the wind is called wind energy, which can turn windmills, and which in turn can move turbines, and the movement of turbines help to produce electrical energy. Now let's understand and write in 5. Write T for true or F for false statement. First, FORCE, force. IS is THE, the. ACT, act. OF, of. PULLING, pulling. OR, or. PUSHING, pushing. So the question 1, force is the act of pulling or pushing. Answer TRUE, true, means the following statement is true, that force is the act of pulling or pushing. Next, GRAVITY, gravity. CAUSES, causes. US, TO2, SLIP, slip. O and on. WET, wet. FLOOR, floor. So the question is, gravity causes us to sleep on wet floor. Answer FALSE, false. Now next, ANNOBJECT, object. THROW, and throne. UP, up. IN, in. THE, the. AIR, air. COMES, comes DOW and down TO2 THE the GROUND ground BECAUSE because OF of FRICTION friction. So the question is, an object thrown up in the air comes down to the ground because of friction. Answer FALSE. False means the following statement is false because an object thrown up in the air comes down to the ground because of gravity. Now next, FRICTION friction CAUSES causes ANOBJECT object TO2 MOVE move FASTER faster. So the question is, friction causes an object to move faster. Answer FALSE. False means the following statement is false. Now next, FORCE force OF of FRICTION friction ACTSX O and on MOVING moving OBJECTS objects. So the question is, force of friction X on moving object. Answer TRUE. True means the following statement, force of friction X on moving object is true. Now question 6. Answer the following question. First, WHAT. What IS is WORK work. So the question is, what is work? Answer WORK work. IS is SAID said. TO2 BEB DONE done. WHEN when. FORCE force APPLIED applied. ON on ANN OBJECT object CAUSES causes IT it TO2 MOVE move IN THE the DIRECTION direction OF of THE the FORCE force APPLIED applied. So answer is, work is said to be done when a force is applied on an object and causes it to move in the direction of the force applied. Now next, WHAT. What IS is ALEVER lever. So the question is, what is a lever? Answer A. L-E-V-E-R, liver. I-S is a S-I-M-P-L-E, simple. M-A-C-H-I-N-E, machine. T-H-A-T, that. I-S is M-A-D-E, made. U-P, up. O-F, off. A-R-O-D, rod. R-E-S-T-I-N-G, resting. A-T, at. A-P-O-I-N-T, point. A-R-O-U-N-D, around. W-H-I-C-H, which. I-T, it. T-U-R-N-S, tons. So the answer is a liver is a machine that is made up of rod resting at a point around which it turns. Now next, W-H-A-T, what? A-R-E, R-S-I-M-P-L-E, simple. M-A-C-H-I-N-E, machine. So the question is, what are simple machine? Answer: A. S-I-M-P-L-E, simple. M-A-C-H-I-N-E, machine. I-S is a T-O-O-L, tool. T-H-A-T, that. M-A-K-E-S, makes. O-U-R, or. T-A-S-K, task. E-A-S-I-E-R, easier. A-N-D, and. F-A-S-T-E-R, faster. W-I-T-H, with. T-H-E, the. U-S-E, use. O-F, off. L-E-S-S, less. F-O-R-C-E, force. Answer: a simple machine is a tool that makes our task easier and faster with the use of less force. Now next, W-H-A-T, what? I-S is F-O-R-C-E, force. So the question is, what is force? Answer: A. P-U-S-H, push. O-R, or. P-U-L-L, pull. A-C-T-I-N-G, acting. O-N, on. A-N-N, O-B-J-E-C-T, object. I-S is C-A-L-L-E-D, called. F-O-R-C-E, force. So answer is a pull or push or pull acting on an object is called force. Now next, W-H-A-T, what? I-S is P-U-L-L-E-Y, pulley. So the question is, what is pulley? Answer: A. P-U-L-L-E-Y, pulley. I-S is A. S-I-M-P-L-E, simple. M-A-C-H-I-N-E, machine. T-H-A-T, that. H-A-S, has. A-G-R-O-O-V-E-D, grooved. W-H-E-E-L, wheel. W-I-T-H, with. A-R-O-P-E, rope. around, around, it. So answer is a pulley is a simple machine that has a grooved wheel with a rope around it. Now next, WHAT, what is gravity, gravity. Answer THE, the FORCE, force. THAT, that. PULL, pull. OBJECT, object. DOWARDS, downwards. TOWARDS, towards. THE, the. CENTRE, center. Off. THE, the. EARTH, earth. Is CALLED, called. GRAVITY, gravity. So answer is the force that pull object downwards towards the center of the earth is called gravity. So today we have learned about force and its type, gravitational force and frictional force. Then we have learned about simple machines and types of simple machines like lever, pulley, wheel and axle and inclined plane. Then we have learned about energy and its sources like sun, water and wind.